G'day, I'm Mark from Self-Sufficient Me, and today I want to talk about the Maca Craca. It's not only a cracker of a name, but it's an excellent piece of kit for cracking macadamia nuts. Now, as we know, macadamia nuts are the hardest nut in the world, and they're not the easiest thing to crack by hand. I remember in the old days when I was a kid, my grandfather, I've got great memories of it. In fact, I've still got the same hammer that he used when I was about 5 or 6. He first taught me how to crack a macadamia nut, although at that age I wasn't the best at it, I can tell you. And still to this day, it's a little bit of a hit and miss affair, but it is for most people. My grandfather was a carpenter by trade, and he was a dead set straight hit with a hammer. But most people aren't, and it takes quite a bit of practice to be able to crack a macadamia nut with a hammer, I can tell you now. Not only that if you don't crack it right, you can miss and that nut will fling off and you'll never find it again in the garden, which happened many times to us. Or you can shatter the nut and the shards of that really hard nut shell can go everywhere. And underfoot, it's a bit like glass. So you really want to control where that nut goes. And the third thing is, those kernels, they're a precious little thing inside that hard nut. The last thing you want to do is go through the trouble of cracking that shell only to shatter and smash the kernel that's inside it so that it's not very nice to eat. You want to try to keep it at least whole or in half. And that's where something like the Maca Craca comes in handy. It's an excellent piece of kit. I love it because it's really simple. It's a real simple design, and it's light, it's robust, and it's made out of hardened steel with a big bolt. It's got hardened plastic at the top, and through all my testing it hasn't shown any signs of wear at all. On the bottom here, the thing that actually cracks the nut is the end of the bolt plus this steel area that's got a ridged, I don't know if you can see it, it's got a ridged pattern, and that actually helps hold the nut in place as well. But you just need to find a hard surface like a large tile or a cement path or a cement veranda or even a rock like I'm sitting on now. Essentially, this cylinder just goes over the nut, and then you strike the top of the bolt with the hammer. It takes a little bit of practice to get the right pressure, but not that much practice, and once you've hit it a few times, you don't have to smash the hell out of it. You'll hear the nut crack. Sometimes you can get it first go, and other times it might take a few extra hits to make sure the nut's cracked enough so that you can separate it and get the beautiful kernel out of the middle. There's nothing better than eating a fresh macadamia nut straight from the shell. I can tell you now, it's miles better than any of the ones you can get from the shop that have been pre-processed. And it's a hell of a lot cheaper too. We buy our macadamia nuts whole like this because it's very cheap compared to the processed ones. The other good thing about the Maca Craca is that the designer, the inventor, actually sells them online. I mean, this is great, but this guy actually posts them internationally as well. Because they're such a simple design and fairly lightweight, I mean, you can feel it's pretty tough and robust, but pretty lightweight, it can be posted reasonably cheap anywhere in the world. So there you go, the Maca Craca. Not just a great name, but a great little invention also. I recommend this to anyone who is interested in cracking their own macadamia nuts, and you should be, because it's a fantastic taste to have a nut fresh like this, and this is a fantastic device to do it. It enables you to crack the macadamia nut, the hardest nut in the world, crack it easily and safely, and enjoy the beautiful kernel inside. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now.